Hello, Jenny here from Chi Lifestyle. So this week's reading is going to be Goodbye 2019, Hello 2020. And we're going to focus on what needs to be released, what can we put into manifestation for the last month of the year so that you can manifest it early into next year. So it's going to basically be, what are the energies that's just passed, what's coming through, and what do you need to focus on so that you can bring in better energies for next year. All right, so for pile number 1, we have Selenite. Pile number 2, we have Lady Mantle. And pile number 3, we have High Council. So I'll give you a couple of seconds just to have a look. And once you are ready, we will begin. Hi, welcome to those who chose our first pile. All right, so the first pile, as you can see, your card is Selenite. Right, so the Selenite crystal is what you would generally use to stimulate your spiritual activation. I would say that those of you who chose this pile, you may be wanting to develop your psychic abilities. You might be wanting just to have a better connection between you and spirit or you and God. All right. I'm going to go through your tarot cards first, and then we'll go through the oracle cards. So we begin with what you're coming out of, and that is the Nine of Swords reversed. Your current or present energies, or the energies until the end of the year, will be your Queen of Pentacles. And the energies that will be leaving this year and going into next year is your Wheel of Fortune. All right, so let's go into the people who have chosen this pile are people who are possibly coming out of a period of some massive anxiety. You might be having sleepless nights. You've had a lot of negative thoughts. You've just been dealing with a really, really hard time, and you're starting to recover from this. So if you haven't been recovering, or you're still dealing with the anxiety, know that it will be coming to an end. Your energies through now and until the end of the year is very much of the Queen of Pentacles. So you're dealing very much with the motherly figure, the one who she's very abundant through the month, but she's also very much looking after her friends and family. You might have family coming to stay with you over the December and through the holidays. You might be cooking and cleaning and just looking after everyone. However, with everything that's going on, I would say that a lot of the energies you need to also focus on through this month is to also take care of yourself. Okay, so you're someone who, because you've had a tough time, you've had a tough year. Like I say, if you're still dealing with a bit of anxiety, it's give some time to yourself. As much as you're giving out to others, they're asking you to please take care of yourself a little bit. Do whatever you need to do. Give yourself a nice bubble bath. Sometimes it's very difficult. I understand, especially if family's around and you looking after kids and there's just a million kids running around and you're baking. And I know what Christmas is like, especially for most women, and not only women. Obviously, there's a lot of men out there that deal with this as well. So whatever it is, you just need to take some time out for yourself before you rush into this holiday season. Sometimes even after at night time, once you've finished looking after everyone, go and take yourself a nice bubble bath and just make sure you have some time for you. All right, because next year, change. The Wheel of Fortune is all about change. Whatever you've been dealing with, it's everything's about to change. My take, and I'm not hugely into numerology, I have a very basic idea, is very much about the fact that we've now come into 2019. We're about to start a new decade. All right, so from 2010 to 2019, this is the year of resolutions, the year of endings. 9 is a completion, so the World card is also saying it's a new cycle. All this that you've gone through, I believe that there's a lot of karmic release this year in the last 2 or 3 years, which is why it's been very tough for most people. You're releasing the cycle. You're ending the last 10 years. If you've had a really bad 10 years, it's now come to the end. it's now time for new beginnings. All right. Okay, so let's look at your oracle cards. All right, so we have got Neptune, Saturn. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to have to just turn these around so that I can read them. Persistence. As I said before, you've got new beginnings. And you've got freedom. All right. Okay, so it's got your, with Saturn, you've got your rules, teacher, structure, authority, self-discipline, and less is more. So once again, with this card, less is more. I think we're talking about maybe having a little bit of self-discipline and try to do a little bit less. Get the family involved over the last month. You're really needing the time to zhuzh. You're needing the time to just spend time relaxing and, have just a little bit of self-discipline, a little bit of structure, have some rules in place and have a little bit of authority. So explain to the kids, mommy needs this time, or daddy, sorry, once again, there's different energies. I need this time to myself. So family, you need to now go and do these things for yourself. Give everyone little, tasks to do. If you're baking for the holidays, get all the kids involved. It gives that time together, but at the same time, you're not doing all the work yourself. This is a time for resolution of karma. So as I said before, this is a time of karmic release. It's a time of, there's a lot of compassion at the moment. It says time of service, faith, mystic illusions. All right. I would put it as, it's these are the things that you have to have. You have a lot of faith. I mean, this is a very religious time for those of you who are extremely religious. Have the faith that the things are gonna change. Okay, so persistence. Don't give up on your hopes and dreams. Don't allow the negativity. Be persistent with your positivity. Be persistent in giving yourself the new. Because here, once again, you're bringing in the new. So watch your self-talk here. Don't bring in any negativity throughout December. You've got literally a month to free yourself of your negative emotions. Free yourself of your bad situation. Relax and get ready for the new. Maybe you need to get yourself some crystals. Put some crystals around the house just to help you release any negative energies you have around you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that reading, and I hope you definitely take some time out for yourself. That's all we have for pile number 1. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, and I just want to say, if I hadn't said in the beginning, and I should have said, welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm very happy to have you here, and I hope you enjoy the readings that I have for you. Thank you very much. Right, so for those of you who chose pile 2, so before I start, so that I don't forget, welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to have you with us. I hope you enjoy your readings, and welcome to the family. Okay, so for those of you who chose the second pile, you've got a lady mantle. Okay, so it's a flower, lady mantle. Don't know if any of you are familiar with it, but this flower or this card is all about, it's got your mother, healing, and alchemy. All right, so with this pile, we start off or end this year with maybe a lot of healing from anyone who is a mother or anyone who has to deal with mother energy. And alchemy is all about bringing in positivity, the new. I'm going to deal with the oracle cards later, and I am going to deal with our tarot cards first. So we have the Queen of Swords, but it's come out reversed. Okay, so Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is your past energies that you've dealt with this year. We then have the Nine of Pentacles, which is your current energies. Sorry, I'm just trying to put it like this. And then your future energies is the Chariot. All right. So this pile is also, just like the first pile, we've got people who have come. This has been quite a tough year. The cards spoke about the healing energies, so and developing alchemy. So I would also say this pile is very much about letting go of the hard time. Those of you in this pile have come out of, I think it's been quite an emotional period. You've been overly emotional. You've had to deal with people in an overly emotional way, and you might be dealing with situations, or currently, or just started to deal with dealing with situations that have become very emotional, and you've taken it a little bit personally. You've been seeing the situation, I don't think you're seeing the situation quite accurately, and you might be assuming that it's all about you. People might be, I mean, the Queen of Swords reverse is very much about, people might be seeing you at the moment as being a little bit cold-hearted. You might have a little of a bitchy persona, or people might be thinking that you might be lacking a bit of compassion recently. You might feel like everyone's against you, or everything that you're trying to do, it's just you battling. You might just be trying to become a little bit, the Queen of Swords is very much who's very independent, and maybe you're trying to become quite independent, and you're trying to make things work. You're trying to make, whether it's relationship or whether it's career, whatever you're trying to work on, you're working very hard, and you're trying to work independently, and you just feel like everything is against what you're trying to do. Okay. Maybe you need to work a little bit more on your communication. If sometimes when we have a goal in mind, and people around us just don't see our goal, or they don't understand your goal, it becomes quite frustrating, and you assume that everyone should be on the same page as you, and they're not. And when this happens, I get it too. We just get very frustrated with people. We assume that they're trying to go against us, and that's not always the case. All right. So your energies are just to, because this is all about a very independent woman. Your current energies, this is a very independent woman, and this is the energies you're going to be taking with you through to the end of the year. The Queen of Pentacles, she's very independent. She's got everything she wants financially. She's well off. She's just, successful, highly successful. And this is probably what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring in this success. You're trying to bring in this, this money, this career, this relationship. And you're trying to do it independently, which might be the reason why you've seemed very cold and bitchy, as you kind of want to put it. Please, I don't want anyone attacking. I'm not calling you a bitch or anything, but it's the energies that are coming across. So once again, there's a need to bring a little bit more harmony to your surroundings. Try and see beauty. Try and see, there's a lot of beauty around you, and maybe just spend this time seeing a little bit more of the beauty. Smell some of the roses. Drink some wine. Relax. This is, with the Chariot card as well, the Chariot's not meant to be reversed. I don't know why I put it like that. So the Chariot is all about, maybe you need to go on holiday. It's travel. Take this time until the end of the year to be a little bit more luxurious. Take time out for yourself. Go and have a travel. Don't charge ahead into the next year all full of volatile and release a lot of these emotions. Remember, we had the alchemy card. We had the healing and alchemy. I understand you want to bring success into the situation. I understand you whether it's career, job, family, relationship, you want it to be successful, and this is all very much, the Chariot's very much about, being, you are determined. You want to go through into the new year with a positive mind, with a positive aspect. Release the negativity, release this emotion. Be more like the Queen of Pentacles. Be a little bit more independent. Don't allow your emotions to corrupt your situation. And indulge. Go and spend some money on a holiday. Go and go on a, maybe go to a winery. Go and drink some wine. Go and party with your friends. There's a lot of time to align with your values. There's a lot of time to take focused action. Lay down your boundaries, but do it with a kind approach. All right. So let's look at your oracle cards. So we have got Uranus. And Uranus says, catalyst, eccentric, magician, awakened, brilliance, and genius of a higher mind. Very interesting. Alchemy, higher mind, magnetic, and magician. Okay, so once again, these are the energies you want to take into next year. Yes, you want to be the catalyst. You want to be eccentric, and that's all awesome. But, you might be brilliant and you might be a genius. And that's why the people around you are frustrating you, and that's why you come across as slightly cold. But you know what? It's okay. You can do that with nicer words. Okay, because you got your reasoning mind. How funny is that? Okay, so Mercury, reasoning mind, thought, cleverness, nervous system. Maybe your nervous system needs to be in check, especially if you're dealing with anxiety. Information exchange. Okay, so day-to-day communication. So what was I saying earlier? So you need to work a little bit maybe on your reasoning mind, your day-to-day communication. So I think those are the things you also need to be working on. So communicate a little bit clearer. Sometimes people don't know what you want from them. Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is around you. You can ask him to cut the cords. Focus upon your strengths. Okay, so you need to focus upon your strengths. And then we've got focus again. So, yeah, maybe focus on your goals for next year. Release the negative emotions. Release all the what you feel that you're not communicating. Work maybe better on the communication, and then focus on charging into the new year with a better, clearer mind. Take this time out. Just go and have a little bit of fun, and then next year, put all your focus back into what it is that you're looking to manifest. All right, I hope that made sense, and I hope you enjoyed that reading. I will speak to you soon. That's enough for this part. Bye. Hi, okay, so those of you who chose the third pile, your card is Higher Council. So the energies for you going into the end of this year and into next year, it's got your evolution, information, potential. So maybe it's trying to tell you to, the higher council is very much meant to be, the highest spirits. So these are very high, your spirit guides, but, very high vibrational spirit guides that are around you. Angels will be, your archangels, and obviously your connection with God. So, yeah, you need to evolve. So you need the information to evolve to your highest potential. That's how I read this card. Okay, so I'm going to go into your tarot cards first, and then we'll go into your oracle. Okay, so the first card that came out for you, and it's come out reversed, is the Seven of Wands. Sorry, my bad. Then we have got your current energies as the King of Pentacles. And you have got this also in reversed, which is the Five of Coins. Okay, I don't know how that's come out to you on your side, but I'll read it through. Okay, so your past energies being the Seven of Wands is very much about being very exhausted. You have fought the good fight. It's been a year that you have literally you've just been snowed under. You've had a very tough year. You are just inundated with everything. It's just been seriously overwhelming. Your energies, especially the last month or so, you're just so overwhelmed. You're so tired. You're just doubting. You just don't know if it's been worth it, because it's just been that much of a tough year. Everything you are doing has just been a constant battle. Right, so those are the energies that you've coming out of, and the energies that you are going into between now and the end of the year is the King of Pentacles, and that is all about not giving up. Okay, so your king is someone he's attained everything he wants. He's quite happy to sit on his throne with his pentacle in front of him. look at all the, I don't know if you can see. So he's covered in what looks like a cloak with like full of grapes, and I mean, he has just got a castle in the background, and he's just loving the luxury that he's been surrounded by. So they're saying to you, yes, it has been tough. I mean, the Queen, oh gosh, it's meant to be upside down, sorry. So the Five of Coins is generally all about loss as well. But, upside down, it's saying the energies will clear, all right? So anything you've been going through, your energies will clear. But you need to see the bigger picture. You need to understand that it is worth it. It's the fight might have been tough, but it's worth it. Okay, don't doubt yourself. This is not the time to doubt yourself. It's not the time to give in, and certainly not the time to throw in the towel. Your hard work will pay off. Use your vision into something more tangible. Maybe that's also where once again, use your information. Okay, your evolution, use the information to evolve to a higher purpose. Watch your energies at the time, because the King's also, this is all about the Midas touch. Okay, he turns everything into gold. So everything you're working on, be a little bit more practical. Translate your vision. Push this energies into manifesting what it is that you really want. Just think your approach. What's your approach? Because you're coming out of the difficult times. Okay, let's take a look at your oracle card. Okay, so here we're ready. Hilarian's also about manifestation and healing. He's a healer, and it's got your health and healing. So spend between now and the end of the year, just watch a lot of your health. Oh god, okay, so I have to show you all three because they really speak. So you got retreat, serenity, and health and healing. So your energies between now and the end of the year is really and truly to retreat. Take this time out. Give yourself a huge serene, make sure your surroundings is very serene. Work on your health, work on healing through the situation, because you really are exhausted. So take the time out. Okay, and then you've got Venus and Aries. And Venus is all about vanity, beauty, the arts, physical love, attraction, affection, and validation. So this is the validation that yes, everything is going to turn out okay into next year. Okay, Aries is action, courage, adventure, leadership, independence, and pioneering spirit. Okay, so again, it's emphasizing the fact that keep the courage. Have your adventure, be the leader, be independent. Have the pioneering spirit. It's not being all for a pile of pants, if you kind of want to put it. This is really and truly going to work out. Everything will be for the higher benefit. Just take the time out. Take the time out to, physical love. Put a lot more physical love into yourself. Have more affection for yourself. The arts, vanity, beauty. Go in and spend some time on yourself. Maybe go and while you're doing a bit of healing, a bit of retreating, go and take a bit of a vacation and go and see a bit of the beauty that surrounds you. But yeah, pour a lot of love and serenity into your surroundings, and get ready, because next year, you're going to need the energy in order to carry on with this venture. All right. Okay, so once again, and I don't think I said it again, oh gosh, okay, so please, thank you very much for all the people who have liked and subscribed. I welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining my channel, and I hope you enjoy your readings. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.